Hello. So, hi, my name is Catherine, and this is my BookTube channel. I'm really excited to start. I have been watching BookTube for a couple of months, but I've been a little bit more active in the Instagram community and always really wanted to do it. And so this upcoming new decade, I wanted to try something new. And so I made it my New Year's resolution this year to actually start a BookTube channel. I have no idea what I'm doing, so like, please be nice to me. I guess I'm just gonna start off like how I think a lot of booktubers start off, and that's by just talking about like me and how I came into reading and what I kind of want to bring to the community and what I'm gonna talk about. So I've always been a big reader, but for me, reading has gotten me through a really tough time in my life. In July of 2018, I got a bone marrow transplant, which basically means that I got a whole new immune system. I got a new blood type, and although the bone marrow transplant did cure my previous diseases, it still means that I am severely immunocompromised. So I am your typical 22-year-old college student, but I can't really go out and do a lot of things. I have to be super clean, I have to wear a mask in public, and that means that I have to find alternative ways to spend my time. I am still, to this day, a year and a half later, constantly going to doctor's appointments, constantly getting transfusions, and so reading kind of became a way for me to do something that wasn't always looking at a screen. And so I got really into reading. But my thing is that I read a lot of nonfiction. So I know that a lot of BookTube is really focused on, you know, fantasy and sci-fi, and I do read those genres. I just don't connect to them as much. I like to refer to myself as kind of an information hoarder, and I love the news. So I read pretty much exclusively nonfiction, actually. And I think that memoirs and stories about society are super interesting. So that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about a lot on this channel. I will warn you and say that a lot of the books that I'm going to talk about have political or controversial elements to them. Nonfiction often does, and I'm going to talk about them on this channel. So if you don't like that, then I'm probably not the channel for you. Just gonna put that out there from the beginning. So today, for the rest of the video, I'm gonna talk about all of the books that I've just recently gotten, because it's been Christmas, and so I got a massive influx of books, and I'm just gonna kind of go over with them with you because they're the books that I'm gonna be reviewing on my channel for the next probably couple of months. Here's that list. So I just recently got Malcolm Gladwell's new book, which is Talking to Strangers. I'm a huge Malcolm Gladwell fan. One of my first reviews is gonna actually be this book and another book that he wrote in 2000 actually, called The Tipping Point. And I finished The Tipping Point and then went straight into Talking to Strangers because I was literally so excited that the book came out. Another book that I'm probably gonna talk about soon is The First Cell, which is a book about the ethics of cancer research and just kind of an overview of where we actually are in cancer research, why cancer is so hard to treat, and what we should, according to the author, actually be focusing on in cancer research. And I really loved it. It's definitely not a happy book by any means, but it's definitely really good. So my next review will probably be a longer talk about that one. So another book that I just recently got is The Body, and it's basically, it says The Body, A Guide for Occupants, and it's another medical book. I keep seeing it everywhere, and I'm pretty excited to read it. I've heard a lot of really good reviews about it. But this one will probably be one that I read into February, as long as I have enough time, but very excited about this one. Next we have Lifespan, which is by Dr. Sinclair, PhD, who actually is someone that I'm pretty familiar with his work. He does a lot of the study of aging at Harvard University, which is actually like one of my top schools where I would absolutely love to get into their master's program for biomedical ethics. And so I chose this book very specifically because I'm already familiar with this work, and it's kind of what I want to do for the rest of my life. So I'm excited to read this one as well. So this is a book that is actually not medical related. I know, shocking. This is Prisoners of Geography, 10 Maps That Explain Everything About the World. And it just seems really interesting. Like, it seems like a really interesting nonfiction read. And I got it for Christmas. Thanks, Mom. I love you. And, yeah, I'm excited. I've heard good things about it, so I'm hoping. I really do love history. I really love any book that seems to have like a revisionist history edge, especially when it comes to reading about minority communities who have not always been able to give their true side of the story. And I think it's really valuable that we consider that. Someone's calling me. Sorry about that. I had to get my medication. Yeah, just as like a disclaimer, I'm hooked up to things like pretty much all the time. So if you're wondering what that is, it's just attached to me. So this book, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, again, thank you, Mom. This book is about the woman that supplied the cells, in kind of an unethical way, actually, like not even kind of, highly unethical way, that are used all across the world in research and lab testing facilities. And it's these same cells that like literally everyone uses. And so it's about her and her life and how those cells got into modern medicine. So I'm actually like really excited to read this book, because if you read anything in medical literature, a lot of them reference her at some point. So I'm excited to learn more about her. So yeah, that's my channel, and I am looking forward to getting started here on BookTube. Yeah, like and subscribe.